friends. Hello, welcome back. Hope everyone is having a lovely day. So today we're going to go over, trying to deep dive everything we can here of when it's the best time to buy something, when it's the best time to sell something, and so on and so forth. And then there's a lot of levels to this. First of all, obviously, if you're trying to work the market, there's a certain time to buy and sell. If you're trying to just buy cards in general, there's a certain time to buy and sell. For just buying special cards, we should say as well, there's a certain time to buy and sell. When it comes to the special cards, typically what I like to do is, when it comes to finding the best time, is there not special cards? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Oh, they're right here. Okay, typically when it comes to a special event kind of card, obviously you can't always buy them when they first come out, but it's ideal to buy them when they're still in packs, because once they're out of packs again, that's when you can see the price start to drop. You don't want to buy them right away though. What is today? I mean, we'll pull them up just as an example, but typically you don't want to pull them up and try to buy them the first day they're out, the second day they're out, because there's just not a lot on the auction house, because everybody just got them, and they just came out, everybody's trying to get them. So first of all, they're in higher demand. Second of all, there's just not a lot on the auction house. Make sure we're doing this right here. Go to the overall is 86, but I believe if you look, I don't know why I threw the 87 in there, you see we're seeing 89k for the flurry, 63k. That was a 75k 80 90k card even just a week ago. Obviously that's the first round of events. Try to see if I can find somebody from this event. Is this event? Sorry, I'm having a horrible time trying to figure out names. Alex Hemsky, no. Kuznetsov is 184k. He's still kind of up there a little bit. There are so many of who is this? Natalie Spooner. There are so many of this Natalie Spooner card up. Oh no. Hemsky 110. There still isn't really any up in general right now, but we are Wednesday, late in the week. That's a perfect example why, right? You want to try to, personally, I always find it best, and things can work different for some people. I always like to look for the specific cards like these that are only out for a week. I like to look, what is today? We said Wednesday. If we do Wednesday, maybe Thursday, but you wait until later in the day. It is currently 3:17. And at 3:17, there's still a lot of people not online, still people at school, still people at work. But also more importantly, we have packs coming out today and tomorrow. You have Rivals packs today, you have Squad Battles packs tomorrow. So a lot of packs are going to be being ripped. And obviously the other option is just when they have new featured packs in general coming out, might be limited time. But also the biggest thing with these is they can be indifferent. Sometimes they're better on a Sunday, sometimes they're better on a Wednesday, but definitely not good on a Friday, definitely not good on a Saturday. That's when they're going to be the most expensive. So always wait a couple of days, even though you might have your favorite player. I understand. I mean, they pull out a nice looking Zach Werenski card. I'm like, let me get that right now. We don't need to wait. Who needs to wait? But now you wait a couple of days, they're going to drop substantially in price. So that's always the best thing to do from that perspective. As far as other hot content's concerned, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. When it's only content's out for a day, you kind of have to jump on it a little quicker. It's a little bit more difficult. You still don't want to do it as soon as they come out, but maybe, and this is why it's difficult, because you almost want to get it the morning, late at night, morning, afternoon the next day. You still want to give it a few hours. You don't want to get it right away, but some stuff that's only out for a day or two. The problem is if you wait for those, obviously once that day's up, they're not going to be on the market. They're going to go up once again as well. So that's really, I mean, that can be a good tactic for stars of the month. And who's the ones out for the day? That's a good tactic for working the market too, right? Once you get used to it and familiar with things, it's some of these cards that come out just for the day, get them for that day. The HUD game day kind of thing may be an example. What was the other one? Was it Moments? Not Moments. What was the other one? I'm trying to think. There's a lot more content in this house, surprisingly. I like it though. Live Moments, that's what I was thinking of. I like it though a lot more where they don't come out with as much content. I would prefer like 5 to 10 cards at a time maximum. I always found that cool, but that's just me. Anyway, not what the video is about. Sorry, apologies. All right, so everything else again is going to be very important and centric around the price or what is released of Hockey Ultimate Team packs. Typically packs 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific. I don't know any other time zones. Central 4 p.m. Typically packs get released at 5 o'clock unless something special and fancy comes out, and that is when you're gonna see the effects of so many different prices for especially gold players. We've seen a mini ultimate pack come out yesterday, 9 items, all 80 pluses. We've seen 20 items in an 84 team builder. That's untradeable. We've seen the jumbo elite players like 18 80 pluses, 20 items in total. So you've seen 18 80 pluses, 2 under 80 pluses, 10 items with I don't know if anybody actually buys the headliners packs. They're such a ripoff. I mean, I guess you can if you want to. It's your choice. But typically that's the packs we're looking at. Guaranteed 81 plus right here. 5 gold players, 180 plus, 81 plus. So a lot of people are putting money into these packs. Of course, you could still buy the guaranteed 181 plus pack. That's not a bad pack either if you wanted to go that direction. But what that means is a lot of 80 pluses were being pulled. Sometimes we'll see a pack that says 20 players, 10 80 pluses, or 20 players, 10 players, 480 pluses. And when that happens, there's a lot more likely chance you're going to pull the 78, 79 overalls. But in this case, there's a lot more 80 pluses being pulled. So in our case, we've seen a lot of 80 pluses yesterday. We were starting to stockpile the 80 pluses, tried to use them for the team builders because it was cheaper. A lot of them was cheaper that PD didn't sell. That was an example. The PD was 9,400 until them packs dropped yesterday. He was 9,500 10K before those packs dropped yesterday. And he went all the way down to, I think I got it for 6,500. Was a little greedy at the price. But anyway, we got it for like 6,500 because those packs were out. And when we go to the market, you look and see, like, look at all these 80 pluses, 80 plus, 80 plus, 80 plus. And they're $1,399, $1,400, $1,399. And typically you can sell them. Typically you can sell them for $1,500, $1,600. And that's when they're depending on the pack, though. Typically you can do that. There's a lot of packs out right now. It's just 82. I mean, even at 82 for $1,500 still out, it's kind of crazy. People usually pay a little bit more for that. Meanwhile, I mean, if we go below 80s, we'll see what we're looking at here. 79. About the same amount of items. That's a silver player. This is a silver player. I didn't know there's a silver player on the Coyotes. That's crazy. That's great. They're a little bit cheaper, as they should be. Again, big pack out there. But what you'll notice with some of these cards is there's still a lot out, but they're a little harder to get them when they're cheaper. A lot of these guys cheaper right now, $12.50 for the 77, 79s. When there's a pack out that has more lower 80 plus belows in it, below 80 plus 79 or below, I should say. Typically, you'll see a lot more of these in the auction house, cheaper for $1,100, $1,200, $1,000. But you didn't really see that yesterday because of the pack that was out. Instead, we've seen a lot more 80 pluses. That's where you can look, not even just in this range, but you can also, like we were showing with the PD earlier, you can probably see a lot more of your mid to upper tier players. Prices drop a little bit, so that's one of the best times, really. That's one of those things you don't have to wait until an hour or two. Like, get on there 5:30, 6 o'clock if you can. Obviously, if you can't, you can't. We understand. Obviously, you got other things, but that day when those packs are out, that's usually the best time to get your 84, 86, or 84, 85, 86 pluses as well. They're typically cheaper as well. So overall, in general, a lot of the stuff when it comes to buying and selling, it's oriented around what's in a pack. It's oriented around the kind of content. If there's decent content, like this headliner stuff, is very basic content in my opinion. I mean, it's solid. It's nothing wrong with it, but it's a lot. That's the standard. We see that every week. But if we were to see like a what were they called? What do they even call them now? I can't even keep up what they call them now. They used to call them evolution cards. Evolution. What the heck were they calling these things? It wasn't Hockey Fights Cancer. What the heck was that? Anyway, the cards that automatically upgrade when guys get goals. And when those come out, those are highly desired cards. So people start selling their teams, selling their players. You'll see a lot of cards flood the market. And when that comes out, you'll see the prices drop. And that's a great time to buy players. Obviously, you don't want to sell them then. The opposite is, sell your players in a more basic time. Like right now, that was a great time to sell some of your high overalls. Well, once this pack's gone, it's a good time to sell some of your overalls because there just isn't as much desire for people to sell them because they need the players. Meanwhile, what's another one? Team of the Year is another one. I'm trying to think of something else. Just, stuff like that. Very big events where people want to sell their cards. Pretty much think about it like this. If there's something you really, really want, you're like, I got to have this, and you're excited about it, there's a good chance a lot of other people are excited about it, unless it's like a player from your favorite team or something. Or that pretty much, I guess you could think about it that way. Think about something like all your friends are talking about having it. Kind of thing, that situation, that might be okay, I gotta sell my team to get these kind of players. That's typically gonna be universal. Also is just, again, packs are important to remember. When squad battles come out, rivals come out Wednesday, Thursdays, that's gonna have a lot of players flood the market those days when people are ripping those packs. Makes it a good time to buy players. Typically, I think if for a seller, the best time to sell is usually a Sunday or a Monday, because there's usually not a lot going on those days. It gives you a chance for some of the stuff like the content on Friday, the packs that come out Friday. It gives you a chance for the stuff that was sold those days to kind of dry up on the market to where the prices rebound a little bit. So when I'm selling players, I like to look Sunday, Monday, unless you're just looking for like a quick flip on something, you got a good steal, and it's like, go ahead and sell it, overnight, whatever you got to do, as long as you're making a profit. Other than that, though, that pretty much sums everything up. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, I appreciate you liking the video, subscribing. You never have to. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.